Banjothon 2013, Gary Price. Gary, tell us a little bit about how you got started playing the banjo, and also talk a little bit about price cases, and then tell us about the banjo you're playing and take her through her paces.
All right. When I was, I guess, a freshman in college at the University of Oklahoma City University, we had a folk trio there. This was back in the great folk scare of the late 50s and early 60s. A group called the Wayfarers, and they were more or less a Kingston trio format, but they were better singers and they were better pickers. They were really a very, very good group. And the banjo player, who is still around and still a friend, a guy named Bill Cheatwood, played this Pete Seeger model long neck banjo, but he played some three-finger stuff, and I was so fascinated with that. I'd been trying to play the guitar since I was 13, so I decided I had to get started on the banjo. So I bought me a little K52, the top of the line K, and messed with that for a while. Then I got a Gibson RB170 and hung around with Billy, and he taught me a lot, and there was a handful of other banjo players around Oklahoma. So anyway, that's how I got started, and it's been let's see, 58, 60, about 63 or 4 years now, and in 1960 or so, 62, I started doing a little repair work, repairing things that had broken. And one thing led to another, and I built my younger brother a little 5-string neck for Slingerland tenor that we had picked up, and got him started on that. And one thing led to another, and I ended up designing some banjo parts, building banjos under my own name.
Yes.
And all that. But recently, I got fascinated with protecting people's really good instruments. And so the alternatives for fiberglass cases were all imports.
Right.
And without going into situations that everybody knows about these days, it seemed like a good opportunity to make some contributions.
Right. The niche was there, right.
Huh?
The niche was there.
The niche was there, and I thought I could design cases for the various instruments that were attractive aesthetically to look at, and structurally sound, and light enough to be transportable, although with fiberglass you're never going to make it really light.
Right.
So that's kind of where we are with that. I've just been totally addicted to the banjo for half a century or more, and it's great fun. This gathering here, some of the greatest banjos that have ever been built, and
yeah, that's for sure.
a multitude of wonderful players,
Right.
and good folks.
Yeah, that's
So
for sure.
This
Tell us a little bit about the banjo that you're holding there.
This banjo is a one of the, I forget now who referred to this just recently as a Frankenstein banjo. It's a parts banjo built out of old stuff. It's a 95 54-50 rim, which was the last batch of 4s built. Last batch of Gibsons built in 1930, according to the span records. And due to an unfortunate shipping episode with another 4 from the same batch, I had to steal the chrome flange off of this guy and send it to the other guy, and couldn't find a replacement. Pre-war chrome flanges are like egg eyebrows.
Right.
You can't find them. So I put a set of nickel hardware on from the same year, and fitted one of my tone rings to this rim, and Ronnie Bales reskinned the old Gibson resonator, and I built a neck for it. Put a set of fat pancakes on it.
Sure.
And it's got an original pre-war 5-string tailpiece on it. And play the first tune that my younger brother always played when he'd get the banjo out of the case.
Right.
You could just depend on it. It's called the old spinning wheel. I taught him this when he was probably 12 or 13 years old.
Banjo has a wonderful voice to it.
It's maybe the best banjo I've ever owned, and I had
great.
I had 4.
Yeah, you've been through a few.
Flatheads back in the day, and was stupid enough to let them get away. I'm gonna play my favorite thing to play on the banjo.
Okay.
It's a little off the beaten track, but with apologies to Sonny, I think I stole this arrangement from him. Maybe Walter Hensley, I'm not sure. Got to play this with the Seldom Seen on stage one time.
But that was a thrill.
On Harvey Brassey, the
Elder just
Ben's old 6 that he got from Bill Emerson.